You know, one of the first questions that I ask a business person in my private client group is, tell me what path you're really trying to lead your business on. And a lot of times I get a blank stare. In fact, I might be getting a blank stare from you right now, wondering what is he talking about, lead this path or whatever. And it's really pretty simple. And you can determine for yourself which path you're on or if this even fits your business. But the paths that I'm talking about are really, you know, how do you visualize or how do you see your business in the future, and what path are you on to lead your business to get there? And I've kind of broken it down into 3 paths. There's a lot more, and you can literally be part of one, part of another, but let me give you the 3 paths really fast. The first path is what I refer to as the evolution path. And the evolution path, that's really the path business people take who are kind of in that, you know, let's just like go to work, do our stuff, and at the end of the year, we'll see how we did. Think of it as sort of a, you know, we'll just watch and see what happens, and at the end of the year, it'll be what it'll be. And there's really nothing wrong with that path. In fact, something kind of cool about that path is you hardly ever fail, because if you don't really have any destination that you're trying to get to, you can never be accused of not reaching it. And it's kind of a lazy way to go through the course of the year, but there's nothing wrong with it. You know, maybe that's enough for you, or maybe even a business that you know. The second path is what I refer to as the resolution path. And the resolution path, and you know, we've all kind of been down this path, maybe even personally, where the beginning of the year you set a couple of goals, you make a couple of resolutions. I'm going to do this in my business, I'm going to grow this, I'm going to be more attentive to this, whatever it might be. You set 2 or 3 of them, and then throughout the year you do your best to actually cause those things to happen. A lot of times, of course, you know, things get in the way. People stop you, or maybe distractions get in the way. But truly, at the end of the year, you know, if you've set 2 or 3 or 4 of these resolutions and you get through one of them, you know, that one can actually lead to a pretty decent change in your business and move it forward. You know, think of it as you know, that evolution path as really not expecting much growth at all. This resolution path as you know, hoping for some incremental growth. And you can do that by setting resolutions in your business. And you've probably done it in your life as well. The third path is what I call the revolution path. And on the revolution path, in fact, I'll take a half step back. It's not for the faint of heart. The revolution path, that literally requires that you take a hard look at your business and you literally tear it apart all the way down to the foundation and rebuild it, ignoring industry standards, taking massive action, not incremental action. You don't just change 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 things. You literally are changing your business on a series of fronts. It's not easy. Your competitors will ridicule you. Your friends might even say you're crazy. Your peers will say you really can't do that. We've tried it and it didn't work. Again, the revolution path, it is not for the faint of heart. So for the faint of heart, I would stick with the resolution or potentially even the evolution path. But what I can tell you is this. On the revolution path, you decide to create a revolution in your business or maybe even in your life. The outcome, the satisfaction that you get from setting clear, precise goals and fighting to get to the goals every single day, and then actually reaching them, even if you don't reach all of them, the satisfaction that you'll get at the end of 6 months or the end of a year or end of 3 or 4 years from taking that massive action is amazing, and it will give you that confidence and momentum you need to move forward. Again, revolution isn't for everybody. Resolution is a pretty decent path, not a bad one to start with. And on the evolution path, just be careful, because you know, that's where a lot of businesses tend to stay. And unfortunately, when you don't have clear goals, when you aren't taking action, that can be the place where you actually see businesses disappear.